Welcome to the Urban Wine Club podcast. Pour a glass, sit back, and enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Urban Wine Club podcast. I'm your host, Foti, and with me I have...
Ari. How is everybody doing?
Great. And Ari, today we have another great, interesting, and exciting guest, as we always have on the show with us. We have Carlo Bacci from CB Stuffers, a great local company that's putting out some amazing products that is chocolate related. And here we have Carlo. Welcome to the show.
Oh, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thank you for taking the time on such, I'm sure you got quite a bit going on and so forth. But for us, it's great to have the local feel and the local appeal of local producers that are putting out some great products. And I thought you'd be interesting and fun to bring on to our listening audience to know more about what you're doing. And as a matter of fact, I've had a lot of personal experiences with your products, right? And soon enough, I think Ari will also have the opportunity to have some of your stuff as I prepare a care package for him to ship some of your chocolates, right?
Can't wait
Awesome.
for that. Cannot wait.
So, Carlo,
Thank you.
I looked at the website and I was drooling.
So, Carlo,
Yeah,
local guy, you're as I understand, a local guy from Medford, right?
Yes,
Decides to
yes.
kind of
Born
come
and
together and create a chocolate
raised in
company.
Medford.
Medford,
Yeah,
right?
born and raised in Medford. The rest of my family is still there. I graduated Northeastern in 1989,
Wow.
and I've been an entrepreneur ever since in various types of industry. We have been in the chocolate business since 2003. With my wife, we started off in retail, called the Chocolate Truffle. We bought that business in Woburn, Mass. in 2003. And 3 years later, lo and behold, we became a chocolate manufacturer. And we have been making the CB Stuffer product line for just over 14 years. It's a local family business based in Swampscott, Mass. And during this pandemic, which we're all experiencing and trying to stay healthy and stay safe, chocolate has seemed to be quite a comfort food.
Oh, yes, it has.
Along with some other things.
Sure.
Chocolate and wine are the two things I'm living on right now.
Yes, good pairing. Yes, a very good pairing.
But Carlos, so chocolate, right? I mean, it's in every household. It's it's become that comfort to a lot of folks for different reasons. But as you mentioned, coming out of Northeastern, studying entrepreneurial studies, what made you get into this business?
Good question. So, as I said, I graduated in '89. I was always in the food industry as a young adult during college, and then I was fortunate enough to get a pizza shop, sub shop that I converted into a pizza shop. And right after graduating in '89 with my brother, my younger brother, and from that, I was in the food business for a while. I've always been an entrepreneur, got my real estate license at a young age. And then after I got out of the food business, I was a commercial business broker for some time. And that led to an amusement rental company that I started from scratch. I had that for 6 years. Sold that. And during the last couple of years before I sold the amusement rental company, that's when we got into retail and we bought the Chocolate Truffle in 2003. Sold the amusement company in 2006. And on the heels of that, it's a much longer story than we have time for. We got into chocolate manufacturing. And so we ended up in Swampscott. And then from there, we acquired this other company at the same time that developed the concept of this giant peanut butter cup. So our peanut butter cup, which is pretty famous and sold in specialty stores and stores like yours in North Andover, and wine shops, liquor stores, gift stores, markets, tourist locations, other family business.
I gotta say, your peanut butter cups are like Reese's on steroids.
Yeah,
I've never had a peanut butter cup like that ever in my life.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, that is the largest portion of our business, and we have over 17 flavors of peanut butter cup, which range from a plain peanut butter cup, similar to a Reese's, but nothing like a Reese's. And then from there, we just, went in many different directions. We have a s'mores peanut butter cup. We have a Cookie Monster peanut butter cup. We have a maple walnut peanut butter cup.
Wow, you can
Toasted coconut. Yeah, we
crazy
we
with
really.
this.
Yeah. We have a salted pretzel peanut butter cup. We have a
I read
caramel peanut
I
butter
read
cup.
about a fluffer nutter.
Yeah, we use marshmallow fluff, which is made in Lynn. The Fluff Factory is really one block away from me,
Wow.
and so I get the freshest fluff you can get that goes into our s'mores peanut butter cup and our marshmallow peanut butter cup. So a lot of people
And Fluff
may
was
not know
in
that.
Somerville, just so you know.
Yeah. Fluff is over 100 years
Wow.
old. They just celebrated
I love this.
100-year anniversary recently.
Yeah.
And they're a family-owned business. They're a regional business. If you go on the West Coast, if you say, "Can I have a peanut butter and fluff sandwich?" They'll look at it like you have two heads. They won't know what fluff is. And the family has survived off of one item. The family has done a great job of making fluff and never changing the recipe and never expanding. And they've done really well. And I'm glad. I try to use local as much as I can for ingredients. We use Teddy Peanut Butter, another family business out of
Love
Everett.
Teddy peanut butter.
Yeah. Teddy is a great company, and they're a strong company, and have been doing business with Teddy for quite some time. And we use fluff. And our caramel, we make our own homemade caramel for our caramel peanut butter cup, our caramel dark salt peanut butter cup. So the peanut butter cup we're very peanut butter centric as a company.
Carlo, this is something that's like I've been wanting to ask. You started a chocolate company, and what was it that made you say peanut butter cups? That's what we're gonna do.
Well, it was that was one of the things that when we bought this small company, this small family business out of Lawrence, that they came up with the original idea of that size, and they had a few flavors, and they made turtles, they made coffee, they made a bunch of other things. They were a very small company, and when we purchased it, we really didn't find ourselves. It took a few years to find ourselves. So we were going to trade shows and trying to wholesale lollipops, trying to wholesale chocolate covered marshmallows, and trying to wholesale different things. And it took us a few years to figure out that the peanut butter cup was an item that everybody knew. Everybody loves chocolate and peanut butter. So we really started to focus on the peanut butter cup. Came up with new packaging, added new flavors, and here we are 14 years later, and we have the largest flavor profile in the industry. No one does what we do, and we've become, a go-to item for a lot of people, whether it's a gift, whether I tell a lot of people, if you're having a bad day, you can treat yourself to a peanut butter cup. If you're having a good day, you can treat yourself to a peanut butter cup. So it goes, it's almost recession proof. We're finding out that it's pandemic proof.
Definitely.
So people, like to go what they like when things are unsettling, and chocolate makes a great gift. So we're doing a lot more online and a lot more local deliveries that we've ever done before. So when you go to our Facebook page, CB Stuffer, we're doing some videos and we're doing a lot of promotions. And now we're getting ready for Mother's Day. We'll be doing a Mother's Day video and giving some dads and some kids some ideas for Mother's Day.
Nice.
But all of us in the business who are self-employed have to pivot, have to adjust right now.
Sure.
Things are a lot different than we're used to.
Yeah, we were
And
just gonna ask you that question as well. How are you adjusting to what's happening at the moment as a business?
yeah, it's a little it's not knowing is the hardest thing of anything.
Correct.
As a parent, what do you tell your kids? What do you tell your employees? And all these kids are not in school, they're doing online learning, people aren't working, businesses are closed, when are they going to reopen? So there's all this uncertainty out there. And because we're a wholesale company first and an e-commerce site second, we've always focused on the wholesale. We have
Correct.
hundreds of customers all over the country, primarily the East Coast. Summer is our second busiest season. We have a lot of tourist accounts: Cape Cod, New Jersey, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, that aren't open, that may not open for quite some time. And if they do open, how's
Right.
it going to look? Who's going to be going on vacation and spending money in the hotel? So we've pivoted to really, even though we're small, trying to push the local delivery, online ordering, always pushing that discount to give a discount. We've been donating chocolate. We donated chocolate to the VA hospital in West Roxbury last week. We donated chocolate to Boston Medical Center, to the nurses.
God bless you for doing that.
Next
That's nice.
next week next week, thank you. Next week we're donating chocolate to the Brockton VA. So even though we're in rough times financially, a lot of us, I still want
Sure.
to try to do the right thing, pay it forward. Right now we're pretty
Good for you.
stable, but our sales are down. All my colleagues in the industry, we're all in the same boat. Especially here in New England. I mean, New Englanders love chocolate. They love ice cream. They love wine, and it's a different time. So we're
Right.
really
We gotta
trying to
stick
push the
together.
local. Yeah, we're gonna stick together. We got to push the local aspect. We got to support each other. I am reposting on social media my colleagues' Facebook posts, even though they're a competitor, but they're not a direct competitor. We all have to lift each other up because
I totally agree. I totally agree. This is a time to do so.
yeah, and not just people in our industry, other, especially where you live. Where you live and where you shop is the most important. I've been using the hashtag shop local for over a decade. Since I was on social media, because I've always been self-employed. Taking advantage of Small Business Saturday from American Express when they started that program, and
Hmm.
and just trying to really push our local businesses. I mean, you go through any downtown, you see dark storefronts, you see no cars on the streets, you see empty parking lots, and it's very hard to experience that. Some of us are open. A lot of companies aren't open. A lot of businesses aren't open. They shut down on their own,
Right.
or they were forced to shut down if they were non-essential. So we're all going through our own different thing, and our health is our number one thing. For your immediate family, and for your extended family, and your friends. We try to go for a walk every day, either the whole family or parts of the family, depending on who's got who has what going on.
Sure.
And you got a lot of people out for a walk, a lot of people getting fresh air. But I have a lot of colleagues, because I've been self-employed so long, who either aren't open or doing 10% of their sales or 20% of their sales, and you can only sustain that so long.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, we are definitely living in very challenging times, and during these challenging times, through all of what you just mentioned, I am very refreshed to see how folks are actually coming together on different aspects, whether it's, you know, social, family, business, just trying to help each other out and hang in there. And I'm constantly hearing people like, I'm gonna go out there and support my local shops because they all need us just as we need each other. So that sense alone really resonates. That it you just think back to what life was before all this, and we're just so busy bees, and we're in this like constant hustle and rush, and we're just forgetting about everything that has gone by us, and then this happens, and we kind of like take a step back and realize life is more than just what we knew it before. So to see people come together is a great feeling, despite
Oh yeah,
the challenge we're going through.
yeah. You see a lot of good deeds. We have a friend in Wakefield who's made over 500 masks at her house. No one asked her to do it. No one's paying her to do it. She's donating all the masks. It's her own time, and there's you could tell that story 1,000 times over all over the country. What people are doing to
Yes.
help in their own way, whether it's financially, whether it's volunteerism, whether it's donating money, donating food. I have so many friends that are, out of the goodness of their heart, are just, donating food to the nurses and pizza and, Harrow's Pie in Reading is doing a lot. Good friends with Harrow's,
Nice.
and they have a good friend in Medford who owns a restaurant. He's doing a lot, and I know a lot of people doing the same thing. And this is all over the country, and I'm sure all over the world. But we all have to, take it day by day and do our best.
Absolutely.
So so it's interesting because I've gone to work every day since the governor did the stay at home order.
Right.
So that part of my life hasn't changed as far as going to work, but the way we move around,
chocolate is
the way we
essential, right?
chocolate for a lot of people it is, yes.
It has to be essential.
Oh, it's definitely
It, yeah, I would agree because if
Okay, good.
it was it's always done well. Like I said, it's a great gift. It's a great treat. We've been doing a lot of thank you gifts, and I had a friend actually call me today, and he wants a few things delivered. And I said, "Is there an occasion?" And he said, "No, I just want to, give your chocolate to some of my friends."
Nice.
So that was very nice. It wasn't a birthday. It wasn't an anniversary. It was just because. So a lot of people are doing that, or they're doing it as a thank you, either to a nurse or just whatever the case is.
Right.
We ship all over the country. We'll deliver locally at no charge. You go to cbstuffer.com, and there's a lot of great choices. We make baskets. We have a chocolate pizza. Of course, we have our famous peanut butter cups. We have stuffed Oreos that we do that are pretty unique. We open up an Oreo, and we put peanut butter inside of it, close it back up, and dip it in chocolate.
Wow.
We do the same. We do the same thing with caramel, a stuffed
That's
caramel
dangerous.
Oreo. Yeah, very dangerous.
very unfair, Carlo, that you are saying all of these things and I have nothing in front of me to eat.
Well, you can look at the screen.
How about this? Well, I got to say that the treat for us at Urban Wine Club is that we've actually collaborated with yourself and CB Stuffer, where now our listening audience and our members now are able to also find access to your products through our own platform, where for the folks that buy or who have subscriptions or purchase wine from our platform can add to their purchases, your peanut butter cups to start with. So I think that's exciting for us that we're able to work together directly, where now we're adding to the experience where, those folks that are picking up their wine or selecting their wines for their purchases are also being able to add your peanut butter cups.
Yeah, that's great. No, I really am excited about the opportunity. And I think as we grow this, you grow your Urban Wine Club into a bigger audience, we can add more items.
Definitely.
That the customers will want, because we do a few more things than peanut butter cups. But like I said, our peanut butter cup is our number one item. It's been around for a long time. There's milk and there's dark and there's a lot of different funky flavors. a lot of common flavors, but we try to do something different. We're actually playing around with some new ideas for a new flavor. We haven't done any trade shows this year. All the trade shows got canceled, and that's where we usually launch a new flavor. But we're thinking that maybe we should launch a new flavor anyway to
Well, I
try
got
to
an idea.
create some excitement.
So my thought is we do a virtual trade show. People could buy and have these things shipped to them, and then you could describe all about it online, and we could taste it with you. How about that?
Yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. Sure.
Oh, I'm in.
I want fluffer nutter. That's all I'm saying right now. Fluffer nutter. I need it. I need
Okay.
it.
Well,
Dude,
I
neat.
hopefully he has your address. Hopefully he has your address.
Yeah.
I would never give Fucky my address. I'm sorry.
No. But yeah, well, that's actually that's interesting. I think we should definitely get on that and do some new flavor release sessions on our webinars.
Well, the
Folks.
way we do the virtual wine tastings and people have the wines at home, let's just add some chocolate. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Definitely. Chocolate and wine goes very well together, particularly dark chocolate. We have a line of dark chocolate bars as we get further down the road. We have some great dark bars that pair very well with some of the wines. I mean, you guys are the wine guys. I'm the chocolate guy. So you can do some nice pairings, some virtual pairings of wine with the dark chocolate bars that go really well together. I mean, we used to do some tastings when we had our retail store many years ago, and those went pretty well. So chocolate and wine is almost like peanut butter and jelly. They go really well together.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. So, all right, this is all great. I mean, and Carlo, and so for our listening folks, and you did mention this before. So, if anyone is interested to learn more about your chocolates and your products and so forth, what's the best way for them to actually find out information? Obviously, you have a website.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I would encourage, obviously, is to go to your site and get some delicious wine offerings, and then add some peanut butter cups, and then after that, if they want to try some flavors that you don't have yet, they can go to cbstuffer.com, and we have an e-commerce site that has all of our peanut butter cups, the baskets that we make, our chocolate bars, our stuffed Oreos, our turtles, and like I said, we ship all over the country any time of year, summer, winter, fall, and spring. And it's a great gift. Got Mother's Day coming up. You got graduation season coming up. There's always an occasion to give chocolate. Anniversary, birthday, doesn't really matter. Say thank you or just say, here.
Carlo, has there been a determined National Peanut Butter Cup Day yet?
God, I'm sure there is. Actually, the other day was National.
If not, you should establish that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a holiday for everything. The other day, Aaron did a post because it was National Pretzel Day, and we highlighted our salted pretzel peanut butter cup. So if you really want to find a holiday, there's a holiday for every occasion. But I'm sure there is. I'm sure there has been. I should have the date memorized, but I don't. But I'm sure there is a National Peanut Butter Cup Day.
Can I ask about the name CB Stuffers? Is that your initials?
Well, that is. I'm glad you asked that question because my wife would say differently, but yes, CB technically stands for Carlo Bacci, but CB is also my wife's name. She has a hyphenated name, Calvo Bacci. So if you asked her what CB stood for, she would say her maiden name Calvo and then Bacci. And if you asked me, you would get a different answer.
All right, I'm sticking on your side. I know better. I'm sticking with your wife.
But when we're around Aaron, we're gonna make sure we say Calvo Bacci.
Whatever.
Just kidding. Great, awesome. So At some point, Carlo, we're definitely going to have you come back on. We definitely want you to be part of some of our webinars where we can actually, indulge in the setting of trying new chocolates together virtually. Definitely going to do some great wine pairings with some of our selections and our features with some of your products. That's at the least.
We'll start marketing ahead of time so people have a chance to actually get the chocolate, get the wine, and then we walk through it with them just like we were in the same room, except not in the same room.
Excellent.
We could make the suggestion, right? Do a call to action, make the suggestion, and have people. I think that's a great idea because a lot of people are doing this virtually already. Having happy hours and getting together, via Zoom or via Google or via Facebook. Facebook is adding this feature now, this group feature, video call feature. But I think that's a great idea. Have a glass of wine, have a piece of chocolate, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's more than just a piece of chocolate. It definitely has to be those peanut butter cups. So
I don't eat one every day.
I can't stress this enough for our folks that are listening to our podcast. If you haven't had CB Stuffer's peanut butter cup, you're definitely missing out. You need to try these. It will change your life.
So that.
Well, thank you.
They're going to go to cbstuffer.com. Or go to our website. We're going to have their products as well. And, you guys really, really, really just, drove me crazy this whole time because I really need to eat some chocolate. And the second I heard Fluffernutter, like, that's my jam. Like, I need the Fluffernutter. And you make a peanut butter cup? That's insane.
That was your nickname back in the days, Fluffernutter.
It's still my nickname.
Awesome.
Well, yeah.
Well, Carlo,
if you're from Somerville, that goes well. Sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. But Carlo, we wanted to thank you for taking the time to join us on our podcast. This has been great. We're looking forward to working with you. We're looking forward to all of your products, and I just wanted to say thank you. Stay safe. We look forward to many more episodes with you. Any last minute thoughts before we sign off?
No, I want to say thank you for the opportunity. It's great to have met you guys. I know we met years ago, and I'm glad you're doing this and, spreading the word, just, talking to people and having guests on and letting us promote our company. And during these times, it's just health is first. I know a lot of people are anxious and some people have experienced some loss and loss of jobs and other things, but there's a lot of good in the world, and there's a lot of people who care, and there's a lot of people who are doing good things. And I would you have to try to look at the positive.
Definitely.
And the more we can support each other, whether it's fellow small business owners, just people who are in need. We're doing a thing with the Reading Food Pantry where we live. If you spend $50 or more, you can still get your 20% discount using hashtag #GetStuffForYourself. And nice. For any $50 purchase or more, we'll donate $5 to the Reading Food Pantry. We'll probably do that through awesome. May, through Mother's Day, and then we'll try to do another promotion. We'll try to pick a different organization each month to help support them. Aside from doing what we're doing already by donating some peanut butter cups to the frontline workers and nurses and VA hospitals. But I've always tried to do my part and support the community that I live in, support causes that I believe in, my wife and myself. And we're just going to keep doing that as long as we can.
That's great.
Just wish you guys the best, and
likewise.
Look forward to another episode. Yeah,
absolutely. We're gonna get you back soon.
Thank you so much, Carlo. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.
Take care.
We'll talk to you. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you next time on the Urban Wine Club podcast.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.